Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. My name is Chris Curtis from Google Workspace, and I'm really excited to show you a transformative tool that can change how your organization does research. In this webinar, we're going to dive deep into how you can help your team save hours and hours of work with Gemini Deep Research. This isn't just another AI tool. It's a strategic asset that gives your team their own personal research assistant, empowering them to make faster, more informed decisions in today's rapidly evolving business landscape. It's one of my favorite tools and saves me a ton of time in my day-to-day work, so I'm excited to be here to talk through Deep Research and get the wheels turning on how it can help you as well. Let's start by acknowledging the reality of today's enterprise environment. There's a lot of data, and it can come from a lot of different places. Market reports, industry publications, competitive analysis, internal databases, the list goes on. Traditional research methods, which often involve opening dozens of browser tabs, manually sifting through data, and trying to synthesize disparate pieces of information, are time-intensive and can not only be frustrating, but also raises a lot of pain points for teams. First, there's a risk of missing out on valuable and credible sources. Second, the amount of data also means teams have difficulty synthesizing information into coherent insights. Also, there's a risk of not knowing whether the information we have is reliable. And ultimately, this leads to teams spending excessive amounts of time on research and losing productivity because of it. These challenges slow down decision-making and taking action, which can really affect the competitive edge of an organization, especially when teams don't have resources for things such as full-time research analysts. This is where Deep Research comes into play. Deep Research is a powerful tool within the Gemini app designed specifically for in-depth, complex research. Think of it as your personal research assistant. It's not about just finding information. It's about understanding it deeply and delivering actionable insights faster and more efficiently than traditional methods. We designed Deep Research to empower your teams, free them up from mundane tasks of data collection, and allow them to focus on strategic analysis and decision-making. At the heart of Deep Research is the concept of agentic AI. Unlike standard search functions, Deep Research acts as an agentic feature, meaning it autonomously takes on the entire research process, from planning to execution to reporting. This is really important to understand because Deep Research is not just a passive tool that responds to queries. It's an active agent that takes initiative. It goes beyond simple question answering to become a true collaborative partner in the research process. As it does its job, it continuously searches, browses, and thinks through information in a continuous reasoning loop. This means it doesn't just find information, it also analyzes, synthesizes, and draws conclusions, providing far more comprehensive and insightful results. Think of it as having a highly skilled researcher who takes on most of the legwork of your most time-consuming research tasks, allowing your team to focus on other work. And once Gemini is finished with the research, it'll provide you a nicely written report about the findings. You can easily verify the information across the report with the provided citations, which will link you to the website from where the information was sourced, and will also mark the date in which the search was made. You can then export your findings to Google Docs, where you can edit, add, and change it however you see fit. You can also share with your team there so you can collaborate on the final output. You can also create web pages, infographics, and quizzes to do more with these reports and learn from them. And last but not least, you can access an audio overview of the research, which you can listen to on the go or whenever it's more convenient. Plus, Gemini Deep Research is powered by Gemini 2.5 Pro, which is a really high-powered model. The integration of 2.5 Pro improves the output quality and the depth of research, and it brings enhanced reasoning capabilities to the table, letting Deep Research generate more insightful and nuanced reports. The model shows the thinking process behind its responses, which you can access in the Gemini app while it's creating the report. This means it aims to reveal the steps, assumptions, and evaluations it makes while generating a response. Training the model this way results in stronger reasoning capabilities. A core goal is to increase transparency, allowing users to understand how the AI arrives at its conclusions, which can be particularly valuable for complex tasks where understanding the reasoning is crucial, like when you're conducting desk research or trying to learn more about a certain topic in an accurate manner. 2.5 Pro handles complex, multi-step tasks that require information or actions from different sources. We anticipate that we'll continue to have the best models power Deep Research, so keep an eye out for that as we continue to improve, as well as other features to help you do your best work. So how exactly does Deep Research work? There's 4 steps: planning, searching, reasoning, and reporting. First, let's start with planning, which is a crucial step in the research process. When you input your research prompt, it's not simply thrown into a search engine. Instead, Deep Research transforms your prompt into a personalized multi-step research plan. This plan breaks down your complex query into smaller, more manageable subtasks, outlining the specific steps AI will take to gather and analyze information. What's really important to understand here is the level of control that you have. You can review and edit this proposed plan before it even begins. This transparency ensures the research aligns perfectly with your objectives, allowing you to add specific areas of focus, remove irrelevant aspects, or modify the research direction as needed. It's like having a detailed research proposal that you get to approve before any work begins. Once the research plan is finalized, Deep Research autonomously takes over the searching process. It doesn't just perform a basic keyword search. It deeply browses the web to identify relevant and up-to-date information from dozens or even hundreds of websites. It's not a surface-level scan. It's a comprehensive exploration where Deep Research is capable of delving into numerous sources, extracting key data points, and identifying relevant and up-to-date information. Plus, as it gathers information, it continuously refines its analysis, making sure that the final output is based on the most pertinent and reliable information out there. What truly sets Deep Research apart is step 3, its reasoning capability. It doesn't just collect data, it reasons over it. It actively shows the thought process as it analyzes the gathered information, thinking before deciding on its next move and adjusting along the way. This is not a behind closed doors process. You can see how AI is making connections, drawing inferences, and building its understanding of the topic. Because of the powerful models behind Deep Research, you get insightful analysis, which ensures that the findings are not just a collection of facts, but a well-reasoned, coherent narrative that offers genuine understanding and actionable insights. The final step is reporting. Deep Research generates custom reports based on what it learned, which is tailored to your specific ask. These reports go beyond a simple summary. They include detailed analysis, key insights, and importantly, citations with direct links to the original web sources. Best of all, these reports are generated in minutes, not hours or days. This quick turnaround can really accelerate your strategy setting and decision making, letting you stay ahead. This is the point where you can easily export the reports to Google Docs, where you can keep tweaking and also collaborate with others. It's important to understand the distinction between Deep Research and standard web search. Standard search is excellent for quick facts, simple definitions, and immediate answers to straightforward questions. Deep Research, on the other hand, is designed for something more substantial. It's built for complex research tasks that require understanding, analysis, and synthesis. It's about going beyond the surface level and truly comprehending a subject. And it's particularly effective for tackling problems that require multiple steps of iterative planning, investigation, and analysis. This is where Deep Research truly shines, providing value above what standard search might provide. The benefits of Deep Research for enterprises, small businesses, and startups are clear. First, its research depth and breadth is unmatched. It can analyze hundreds of websites in a single research project, a task that would be incredibly time-consuming, resource-intensive, and just a lot for a team to manage. This capability allows Deep Research to identify connections, patterns, and insights across a lot of information, which can ultimately lead to a better understanding of the research topic. This range of coverage can improve how decisions are made and how well-informed those decisions are, especially in complex business environments. Another benefit is the level of transparency and control you have over the research process. You're not simply handing over a task with no line of sight into how it'll be completed. Instead, as we mentioned before, you have the opportunity to review and edit the proposed multi-step research plan before it even begins. This is crucial for ensuring that AI is focusing on the specific areas that matter most to you. You can remove irrelevant aspects, completely redirect the research if needed, or simply add specific points of interest. This level of control ensures that AI is truly working for you. What you effectively get is a detailed and flexible research brief that you can fine-tune before the work starts, so you know the outcome will be aligned with your needs. With business research, trust and reliability are absolutely paramount. That's why Deep Research places such a strong emphasis on cited and verified information. Every key finding presented in the research reports is supported by citations that link directly to the original web sources. These are active links that take you straight to the source material, allowing you to verify the information for yourself and delve deeper into the context if needed. This level of transparency improves the reliability and credibility of the research, giving you the confidence that the insights you're basing your decisions on are well supported. One of the most tangible benefits of deep research in the Gemini app is the significant time savings and efficiency gains it gives your teams. Complex research projects can often consume countless hours, even days, of valuable employee time. The automation across this whole process frees up your employees to focus on higher level, more strategic activities. They can dedicate their time to analyzing the insights, making decisions, and developing strategies, rather than being bogged down by the mechanics of data collection. This can help boost productivity and improve allocation of resources, letting your teams achieve more in less time. Another plus is its seamless integration with Google Workspace, making it a game changer for enterprise workflows. Gemini Deep Research isn't a standalone tool that operates in isolation. Like I've mentioned, you can easily export the research reports directly into Google Docs with just a few clicks. This integration makes collaboration easier as teammates can work on the reports, adding their own insights, edits, and comments. We understand the importance of accessibility and flexibility in how information is consumed. That's why Deep Research also includes audio overviews. You can generate engaging audio summaries of your research reports that you can listen to like you would the news or a podcast, whether you're on a web browser or your mobile device, making it absolutely perfect for learning while commuting, exercising, or multitasking. Let's show a quick demo on how you can use Deep Research and see it in action. First, go into the Gemini app at gemini.google.com or in the mobile app. You can then select the model you want to use. I'm going to go with 2.5 Pro here. Select Deep Research in the prompt bar and enter your prompt. In this case, let's say I want to learn more about sustainable battery technology. Add the prompt in and then hit submit. After a few seconds, Gemini will come up with a research plan with proposed steps that you can then review. If you want to adjust, you can select Edit Plan and refine further. If it looks good, hit Start Research. Then you'll be able to see Gemini get to work. You can actually leave the chat and do other things, and Deep Research will continue on. As you can see, you can view the thinking along the way as it works through the process as well as the sites that are used. Once the research is completed, you'll have a full research plan. You can also review the sources, and the report can include things such as tables to help you better understand the information. You can even get additional information such as the full thought process and websites that were used. One of the great parts of Deep Research that we actually just announced recently at I/O is that you can then hit Create to do a variety of things with the report, such as create a web page or infographic, quiz to test your knowledge, or even create an audio overview here. Finally, this is where you can export the report to a Google Doc to continue to refine or collaborate with your teams. One thing to note as a heads up is that we're continuing to improve Deep Research, so you might see a slightly different experience as we tweak and even update models to make it as helpful and useful to you and the rest of our users as we can. At the end of the day, the true value of any tool lies in its ability to drive better business outcomes. Deep Research can help your teams make better decisions with its comprehensive data and organized insights. Whether it's finance, marketing, operations, or product development, Deep Research can equip your teams with the information they need to do better work in whatever lane they operate in, by being data-driven and reducing reliance on guesswork or incomplete information. So let's take a look at how your team can leverage Deep Research. First, it can help your teams with industry research. For example, like in our demo, let's say you're conducting a market analysis on a specific sector. Your team can leverage Deep Research to deep dive into things such as sustainable battery technology, its history, and how it's moving forward to inform your market analysis. Diving into topics like these will better inform your market analysis and help you set yourself apart from competitors. It can also be a powerful tool for competitive intelligence. You can use it to conduct in-depth analysis of competitors, examining their offerings, pricing strategies, marketing campaigns, customer feedback, and overall market positioning. This level of insight allows you to identify your own competitive advantages with more clarity and pinpoint potential threats. Whether you're tracking a major competitor or keeping an eye on emerging players, Deep Research can provide the intelligence you need to help keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on. It can also be a valuable tool for researching potential prospects for sales and preparing for a meeting. You can use it to investigate potential customers by analyzing their products, history, leadership team, and competitive environment. Whether you're evaluating a new lead or preparing for a sales meeting, Deep Research can give you the information you need to approach the opportunity with confidence, helping your sales teams close deals and build stronger customer relationships. And there's so many other use cases for Deep Research across many different teams, functions, and industries. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground today, and I hope I helped you see the potential of Gemini Deep Research for your organization. We believe it can really unlock insights and intelligence and transform the way you conduct research and make decisions. So we encourage you to explore Deep Research in the Gemini app, which you can get for your team or organization with a Google Workspace plan. See firsthand how it can save you time and enhance learning and understanding. If you're interested in learning more or ready to get started, please use the QR code on the screen to contact our sales team today. They can help you find the best option for your organization or business and answer any questions you may have. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great day.